Hi, my name's Robin Van Duzen, and this is the third draft of the translation from ASL to English of ASL Deaf Like What? Hi, I'm going to be discussing Carl's vlog called The Feeble Mind at Gallaudet University, and as I was watching that vlog, I started to become really upset. You know, hearing people look down and oppress deaf people. But what's wrong with us? Yeah, we're deaf. We can't hear. But really, what's wrong with us? Hearing people look at us and think that there's something wrong with us and that we're not normal. In their opinion, we need to learn how to lip read and how to speak. I'm a preacher, and I've studied and analyzed what God's view is of deaf individuals. God made you and me for His own purpose, and He finds great pleasure in having created each of us. God views deaf people as being extremely beautiful, and that's a gift that He's given to each of us. It's truly amazing, but hearing people just can't accept that. Okay, most hearing people can't accept that. But some deaf people think that way too. They think that they need to change to fit into the hearing way of living by learning to lip read and to speak. But why? Just accept that you're deaf. End of story. Accept that God made you that way and realize what a wonderful gift that is. Thank God for making you deaf. I began to get even more upset when I read from a chapter in Harlan Lane's book called The Mask of Benevolence. In general, hearing people view deaf people as abnormal. They think that they don't fit into the hearing world, and they label deaf people with names like hearing impaired, deafness, and disabled. They treat us the same way that they treat prostitutes, gamblers, truck drivers, and prisoners. And in hearing society, those kinds of people are considered lowlives. And hearing people view us the exact same way. But being deaf is normal. We have the exact same feelings, thoughts, and emotions that hearing people have. The only difference is the fact that we're deaf. And the fact that hearing people think that way just makes me really angry. If you share that view of looking down on deaf people, you look down on God. God Himself made you and me for His own intents and purposes. You and I need to learn to roll up our sleeves and get out there and show people that we have the same rights that hearing people have. The only difference between deaf and hearing people is the fact that deaf people can't hear. Because of that, we need to truly educate people not to treat us that way. It's just not right. Thanks.